Hey guys, it's Hannah and this is Bookworms Talk, and today I'm going to film my December favorites. It feels like December has encompassed like a 6-month period and it's just felt so long. I can't remember the last time like an entire month of 30 days felt like 95 to me. Maybe it's because I've been super busy. I've been doing Vlogmas, which is where I do daily vlogging and daily uploading on my other channel, which is called Hannah Handwritten. And I've just been doing that like crazy, plus I've been doing makeup videos on there, so it's been insane. This is the first month that I'm really truly balancing 2 channels, and it's just a little bit mind-boggling. I'm kind of getting used to it, but I kind of feel like that might have been why my month has felt so long, and why I haven't really had the chance to read either. I have actually, I'm just jumping into favorites now, such a transition. I've started reading Tatiana and Alexander by Paulina Simons? Every time. The struggle. I never know how to say her name. This book, which I have 2 copies of, which is why that one's there. So I have been reading that kind of as of late, but I don't feel like I can properly give it a spot in my favorites video because I've only recently started reading it again, but I'm about halfway done with it, so quick mention. But other than that, I really have not had the chance to read. I was finishing with finals, Vlogmas, la. You've heard me say it. And so I'm going to jump into my other favorites that I have. And the first one is a very expensive one, but I did get it on sale. I technically bought it day after Black Friday, and I bought it from Target.com, which it ended up being okay, but it was such a nightmare that I don't want to order from Target.com again. But it is this Nikon camera. It is the Coolpix S9900. I said that right? Not too many nines? 9900, good job, Hannah. And it has a flip around screen where, here, I'll show you. So you see how you can see? So it's kind of like the selfie flip screen thing. It makes it so where I can vlog. And I can see like where I am in the frame and everything, and it has lots of different light settings, and look at the zoom on this guy. Like, that's a lot of zoom for such a small camera because it's pretty compact. It's heavier than my previous camera, but it's just the quality of it, the pixelation is so much better, the zoom quality. I think it's a 30 times zoom. Yeah, 30 wide optical zoom, and it's just like, it's camera born to me. I'm really happy with this. It's not too difficult to pack around with me, and I've been using it to do all my vlogging as of for the past like 2 weeks or so. So I've been really loving that guy, and other things that I've been loving have been what is left of this Bite lip mask. This is an agave lip mask. I bought this last year. Like, there's almost nothing left. Like, all of this is nothing. All the packaging was a really dark gray, and now it's just like rubbed off, and I've just been using this like crazy. Not because it's been cold and like the heaters have been on, because outside it is currently the 24th of December and it is almost 80 degrees and the humidity is above 90%. It's fucking hot in Houston, and I'm so angry about it. That's why I haven't really felt like truly festive this year, because like I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt because guess what, I bought lots of like long sleeve shirts on sale and stuff like back when, and I haven't even got to use them. So I've just had lots of fans on in my room and pretending that it's cold and watching like really cheesy Christmas movies because, yeah, I'm pretending that I don't live in Texas. I don't like it. Other thing that has helped me like pretend that it's like festive everywhere and to make me feel festive is a really, really good red lipstick. And this is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Outlaw. This, oh my god, it's so beautiful. My last video, it was what I was wearing. I don't know why that was hard to say. My last video, this is what I was wearing in my gift exchange video. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it up here in a card. Really, really big fan of this. It is $20, so it is more expensive, but it's one of the best liquid lipstick formulas I've ever used. This one and the LA Splash are like my 2 favorite liquid lipstick formulas. I'm wearing an LA Splash one on my lips right now. This one is regular ghoulish, not OG ghoulish. Those are different. But yeah, so I really like the formula for both of them, but for kind of different reasons. The LA Splash one, this is the Lip Couture, is like thicker. It will freaking stay on, but once it starts to be like, no, not really into this, I think I'm gonna leave you, it gets crumbly, whereas this kind of wears more naturally. Like, it stays on really, really long, just like the Lip Couture one. But as it does start to give out just a little bit on like the inner lips, like when you're eating or something, it's not like a crazy like butthole line, basically. Is that like such a crude way of describing it? But like when you wear liquid lipstick, like look at this. Well, you can't really tell because this is sort of like a color near my lips, but if I was wearing another one, you could tell. Since I'm on the subject of lipstick, I'm going to tell you about one of like my more unique obsessions. This is the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the shade Stone Fox. It looks gray. It's kind of like a tealy gray. I have had 2 tutorials where I was wearing this, and I just filmed one actually earlier. I was wearing this. And it's just so interesting. Like for a lipstick, it's like this tealy gray, and I just love how it turned out. I'll link a tutorial where I used it up here in the card as well. But it's just such a unique color, and the formula for these, this is the only suede lipstick that I've tried. It's not a liquid lipstick. Don't let that like confuse you. It's just a lipstick in like a liquid formula. It does transfer, but once it kind of sets and dries down to a semi or demi matte, it stays pretty well, but if you eat with it, it's going to be gone. But it's still a really nice formula. It doesn't feel drying. I really like it. Now I'm going to talk about my non-tangible favorites of the month, and I have to talk about Star Wars. I watched them when I was a kid, episodes 4, 5, and 6, and I guess let me give you a quick rundown if you're unfamiliar with it. 4, 5, and 6 are the really old ones from the late 70s, early 80s, but those are 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3 came out in about 2002 to 2005, I want to say. So 1, 2, 3 were prequels. It was like Darth Vader and like where he came from, how he became, like that's 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, it's about Luke Skywalker. And now the new movie that has come out, which is episode 7, is chronological to the older ones, 4, 5, 6, then jump to 7. Just to clear that up if you're not familiar. But I saw 7, and I did like it. I want to see it again before like I give like the 100% whole round opinion of it. I definitely think if you're fans of the movies, you have to go and see it. Like, not even you should, like you have to go and see it. I saw it with my brother. You could hear a pin drop multiple times in the movie. Really intense stuff happened that I did not expect them to do. I'm not spoiling, don't worry, but J.J. Abrams took over for I was about to call him Lucas Scott, for George Lucas, and it did feel very J.J. Abrams, but it felt like there were enough like homages to 4, 5, and 6. And the character, I don't know, like it felt, I was cool with it, basically is what I'm trying to say. Like I did enjoy it. I definitely think you should watch it. They used more CGI than I would like I love animatronics. I think they look so much more realistic, but now going back and I'm watching, I've already watched episode 1, everything was CGI. Not one damn thing was animatronics. Jabba wasn't animatronics, Yoda wasn't, and Yoda, like, you should always do characters in animatronics at the very least. I don't know where I've gone off on this tangent, but I liked it more than I liked the CGI in episode 1. Not really a major complaint, just like a little minor thing, but I mean, with technology nowadays, it's almost impossible to realistically expect going into a movie that they're going to use animatronics because they're just not going to. But so I've really been loving those. And then another favorite that I want to mention, and I feel really bad because by the time that this video goes up, it's going to already be January and it's going to be gone, but maybe like Xfinity or HBO Go or something might have this, and the movie is called Sabrina. It has Julia Ormond, what's his name? Rob Kinnear maybe? And Harrison Ford. Like, let me tell you something. I've always had a thing for Harrison Ford. Since like Indiana Jones, early Star Wars Han Solo days, like I always thought he was such a good looking dude. Considering he's like close to my father's age, that's weird, but he's like one of the two that I actually, like Hugh Laurie is another one where so much, but anyway. And the movie is about this girl, Sabrina, who is the daughter of a chauffeur. And they live on the property of the people that they work with, and they live in like this big mansion, and they live above the garage. And his daughter, Sabrina, kind of like longingly looks after, not their life, it's not like their wealth or something like that she wants, but it's really one of their sons. His name is David. She kind of becomes obsessed with him and like what she wants and imagines her life to be if she were with him. And her father sees this and he thinks that she's being so limited by being here and she can't find herself, and she's very awkward, Mia Thermopolis type of girl. And so he sends her off to Paris using connections from the family because they all are like, they're very friendly with each other, and so they set up a job for her in Paris and she stays there and works and kind of finds herself for 7 years. And then she comes back and everything is kind of different. She's noticed now by the son that she was like longing after. And a couple different things unfold from that, and I'm going to leave the summary there. But the dialogue in that movie is just so beautiful. Megan, thank you for showing me this movie, and I really loved it. I was such a fan. I always lust after movies with really beautiful dialogue or really beautifully directed even. Like I obviously prefer dialogue. I'm the person that like loves words. That's why I love to read. And there are just some really beautiful letters that she sends back and forth between her father, and there's just very beautiful dialogue between a few characters, and Yeah, such a fan. Can't say anything more than that. And I've been watching crappy Christmas movies. I've been watching How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Elf, of course. I still need to watch the Santa Claus. I'm going to do that tonight. I'm gonna get on it, but those are like the only other things I've been doing. As far as music favorites go, this is more of like my current, what I'm loving music-wise. I've been listening to lots of Christmas music to kind of, again, force myself to feel very festive despite that it's like almost 90 degrees outside. Gross. But I've been more recently listening to this Pandora station that I created the other day with my friend Megan. I didn't create it with her. I created one after I created one for her because I loved it so much. With Tiny Dancer. So I've been listening to like Elton John. I've been listening to Billy Joel. I've always actually kind of liked Billy Joel despite that I know he's such an asshole. But I've been listening to that kind of stuff. Creedence Clearwater Revival. I always like fuck up the name for that. But just kind of some older stuff I've been really into. So that is about it, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I will be doing a yearly favorites. I think I'll be doing 2 separate videos. Don't hold me to it, but I think I'm gonna do 2. One more focusing on makeup, which I will have on my other channel, and then I will mention my standout makeup products, like maybe 3 products or something like that. Again, don't hold me to it, very indecisive. I will have in like a random favorites for this channel. Also considering doing just a book favorites. But I feel like I haven't read that much this year, so I kind of feel like that wouldn't be the best idea for a video. So I think I will kind of do it how I do all my favorites video style, where I'll start off with books and then I will go on to mention other random things. So that'll probably end up being the setup, but I thought I would give you guys a little heads up. It will be coming. It's just a little bit later because my schedule was thrown off because I wanted to get a video up on Christmas and I didn't schedule stuff right. So that's my bad, but it will be coming. And I think that's it. So I will see you guys later next time on Bookworm Stock. Bye! If you're wondering what that was, it's not a big black dick. It's a turtle with a candle.
Someone's spaghetti is under our car.
Like that meme. A drink here. Have you ever had a...
I'm probably gonna get a mimosa here. We're at Ket's now because we're hungry and food's cheap here and it's still open.